This one's not memorized yet, so we got to do this off book. Here we go.
I forgot
Read it from your grimoire. It's a good grimoire.
It is a time of violence, death, faith, and madness. A time when few champions rise to stand against the ravening hordes and the encroaching darkness. This is Tales of the Old World, where we play through Warhammer the Old World role-playing game by Cubicle 7, and specifically, welcome to the Red River Chronicles, our West Marches-styled campaign. Joining me tonight, I've got Justin playing Lothar, Eric playing Kaz, Alex playing Therion, and this is session 1.2 as we continue on that first mission of the West Marches campaign. None of this could be possible without, first of all the folks over on Patreon who support us. Thank you so much for everything you do, as well as our sponsor, Darkforge Media, who made our awesome intro video. And I'm saying that now with the expectation that it'll be done by the time we get this ready. As well as the folks over
anticipate it being awesome.
Haven't seen it yet, but we're going to know. As well as the folks over at baronadice.com. Head over to their website, use the code DEADSONS at checkout to get 5% off your entire order. Now with that, let's talk about what happened in episode 1.1. Kaz, Lothar, and Therion having taken a job from the Baroness Caroline Vine Castle to escort two ladies from Talagad to the town of Pritzstock, has made their way via carriage with the two daughters of the mayor of Pritzstock, Elise and Bertha Young, whose father doesn't share their last name, Henri Philippe Rocateau. And as you made your way first to the mill and then going west along a rutted trail, the carriage hit a rock as a skull careened by, causing the horses to scream and rear in panic. And Lothar, with a little bit of ingenuity, pulled another rock from the ground to right the tipping carriage as it was kind of bouncing along the road.
Don't give me credit. Thank the ground. Cloud pebbles.
As the carriage crashed, the three of you, and by crashed I mean at this point the wheel broke. So it didn't really crash because Lothar stopped the crash, but the wheel broke. The three of you then made your way through the woods for 3 hours until you came upon a small valley with the town of Pritzstock at the back of it. Acres and acres of vines at the front. Making your way through the lands, you realized it was weird that no one was working the vines themselves. And you reached the gates where you spoke with the guard captain, the individual known as Parzival Tristan Aschaffenburg. God bless Warhammer. And you went to go meet with Henri and his wife Elizabeth. And as you spoke with them, you found that these skulls have been watching or hovering or around for over a month, having been caught by one Zeal Balduric, a child, who said that he saw one in the woods, but everyone thought he was lying. A lady Isolde Guderian, who saw one while out gathering fruit, and at that point everyone was still skeptical but believed her and saw nothing. And Sigismund Halsbrett and Nude Grappenflöder, who both said they saw a skull watching them as they worked in the fields, and that's why the fields are vacant. As we pick up today, it is the evening of your first day in Pritzstock, and another woman, Arietta, has just screamed in the street as she was struck in the head by a skull that was taking off away. And as it did, Therion with an arrow, Lothar with a bolt of lightning, erupted the skull into pieces of bone fragment as Kaz jumped in the air swinging his axe, forgetting he had a throwing axe.
Hey, it was very vital I do that.
You might have gotten airborne. You were swinging fast enough.
I was key to the victory.
Big assist. Yep.
So as the night settles, as we pick up at this point of the night, Arietta has been taken inside by Elizabeth and Henri, and the others are now going home. Everyone is clearing the streets. They're going into their houses. They're shutting the doors. The bone fragments, Therion, you had looked at them. There's no sigils or markings on the bone fragments at all.
I think we should start interviewing witnesses and start seeing if we can figure out a trend of which direction they're coming from or where they're originating.
The boy who first saw.
Yeah. Take us to the boy.
Parzival looks to you all and he goes, I think the parents would allow you to speak to him. I mean, it is late, but given the nature of this, let's go find out. And he begins to guide you through the town. It's not a big town. There's a few dozen residents. The Balduric home is directly across the main road from the Rokoto house that you're in. And so as he takes you there, as you're walking across, he goes, Zeal he's a teller of tales, but at this point I'm starting to believe what he said. He had mentioned that he's seen it more than once. So perhaps he can provide a little bit of context and help us find this thing. I will also say to the three of you that if assuming at this point you're taking the job from the Mayor Henri, my men will be at your disposal should we be needed in any shape, way, or form to assist.
How many men?
Half dozen of us. It's a small, sleepy town. We keep a little bit, but I have another half dozen men who should be returning in the next few days from having headed back to Talabheim for a bit of a break.
We will have this done before the next couple days.
I sure hope.
Perfect.
I will need beer.
I believe we can probably help with the beer. It might be a little.
You know, a dwarf is not to his full capabilities without a full belly of beer. This is well known.
See, this is why I hang around this elf.
This elf. Huh? Only this elf.
Only this elf.
Knocking on the door. The door is opened by Zeal's parents, and the Parzival looks and goes, Mom, sir, we're here to see your son. We want to talk to him about the skull he saw floating in the woods about a month ago, if we could. And the three of you and Parzival are escorted in, sat down in the sitting room, and the parents quickly gather their son, who very obviously was like heading off to rest. The kid himself, he is a very obnoxious and snotty-nosed young boy. Like, he walks in, he's just like, I don't want to be doing this, and he just has no desire to be chatting with you all. But he sees a dwarf and an elf, and oh. Hi.
I stand very stoic, very majestic for him. Come across a little regal.
Tight ass.
Well, just trying to portray an elf in noble stature.
Sure.
Is there a candle in the room?
Shut up.
Is there a candle? There's absolutely a candle and a hearth.
If they're lit, I'm gonna go kind of hang out with those guys.
The fires?
Yes.
Okay, Lothar goes to make his way over to the hearth and the fire.
Go play with the flames.
Parzival
lean down on them, just like looking at them, going, "How's it going? How's it going, guys?"
Parzival looks at Lothar and looks at you both again and just goes, "Again, is he okay?"
It is his process. Don't worry. He's fine.
Zia, why don't you tell these nice people what you saw? And you see as the kid, he gets a little defensive, and he's just like, okay, so I
start casting.
What are we casting now?
Make him shit his pants.
I'm asking the flame to tell me if the child starts to lie.
Okay.
And I've got no cast yet, so carry on.
All right.
I do have one in my miscast pool, though. So,
so your miscast pool has one. Got it.
Oh, boy.
As he's talking, I'll just kind of reassure him. You understand we believe you. We saw these skulls ourselves. We're here to help.
Okay.
I want to know what you were doing out in the woods.
Well, I wasn't in the woods. I was just south of town, just outside the walls, hanging out near the woods. I'm not allowed to go in the woods. And the skull was
very dubious.
The skull was there, and it was flying around in the air, breathing fire, and just like went off into the woods. And then I came home.
Fire.
Yeah.
Breathing fire.
Yeah.
Now we haven't witnessed that, correct?
No, you have not.
Okay.
It was, like screaming and just spewing fire as it went racing off through the woods. It was very, very scary.
Was it making words of any kind?
Yeah, like almost like somebody screaming.
Just a scream? No recognizable words?
No, it wasn't like it was singing a song or anything. It just was like a howling sound.
Where did it come from and where did it go?
Where did it come from, Cotton Eye Joe? And he looks at you guys. I don't know. I was outside playing and I looked up and it was there and it just like went. Just, what?
And this is the only encounter you've had with it?
Uh-huh.
Brad, was that intentional, the way you made it seem like he's lying?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm calling bullshit on all of this, but
okay.
Like,
what were you really doing out in the woods?
Lothar, have you managed with your cast yet or no?
I don't know. I was waiting for your cue that I could try cast again.
You can try again. Remember, this is the
6
old
seconds.
world. If you want to just cast nonstop until you get a miscast of failure, feel free.
Oh, well,
Until you
one, I got 2 successes, but also I got another miscast, so I'm over my.
Perfect.
Oh, God.
Nice.
So this is my
Rest
favorite.
in peace, little kid.
This is my favorite part about magic. So when you
So I can choose to cast the thing first, but if I
Yep.
do that, it increases my miscast pool by 1 more.
correct, what would you like to miscast before or after you cast your spell?
I will miscast after, and I
Okay.
will roll an extra miscast.
So your miscast die goes up again. Okay, so you
boy.
managed to successfully cast your impromptu spell to have the fire tell you if the boy is lying. And as the boy goes, uh-huh, the fire goes boom, and goes out entirely.
Okay.
So we'll get to your miscast in just a second. Therion, Kaskin, having no idea why the hearth goes out as the room gets a little darker, I need you both to go ahead and give me from a skill perspective, let's look at a
The bullshit
reason. Reason. Yeah, let's go. No, I don't like that. I don't like reason. Let's go with. There we go. Let's go with scrutinize. It's a specific awareness test. So give me an initiative awareness scrutinize test.
I don't know how to do that for you. It's just awareness.
You're still going to give me an awareness initiative test.
Okay.
Why is it gonna be that? God damn it!
Wow, two successes, man. Therion's on it.
Kaz isn't. That's no.
Well,
no
here's the thing.
successes.
It's an opposed test. So
Yep.
you have no successes. Okay. So Kaz, with no successes and the kid has no successes, you can't tell. You think he's lying, but you're not sure. Therion,
I'm calling bullshit regardless.
Yeah. Therion, you're sure he's lying. And Lothar, the flames have just gone out. Now let's get to that miscast.
As all the flames go out, all the fresh food within long range is spoiled. Milk turns sour, vegetables
these
rot,
poor family.
and meat turns to stinking mush. Dried, salted, pickled, or otherwise preserved food remains palatable. And
At least we weren't in the fields.
as all the fires go out,
Right.
I am going to stand up and give way too much oomph to this, but I'm going to stand up and point at the king and go, liar! The fire says so.
Okay, I need to tell you this because in terms of zones,
Liar,
the
liar.
house you're in is considered short range because it's a standard house. It's just a couple of small rooms, so like short and
Yep.
medium range. Long range is the entirety of the interior of the town within the palisade wall.
I am aware.
You just ruined everybody's food? Is that what you said?
No, the liar did it.
And not
Okay,
all of
so-
it, just like
True.
most of it.
Fair.
Miscast all milk in
And
town.
it's only all the fresh food. All the preserved food
It's
is
pickled,
fine.
salted, or otherwise preserved.
All fresh food rots.
I'd imagine they'd have a lot of
Miscast.
salted and pickled food.
We just blame the skulls. It's fine.
Here's the beauty of this: is that
Right.
thank God you had not gotten the grapes harvested yet.
True.
Okay.
Yep.
As you call the kid a liar, he pauses and he looks at you both. He goes,
I didn't say it. The flame said it.
and
how it
as
went out?
Casket just like bellows it.
his father's
Yeah.
trying to relight the fire as this is happening, and Parsifal looks at him and goes, Zeal, you've always had a bit of a yarn for telling tales, and I must say, this is the first time you've ever told me that you did something you were supposed to do, rather than the exact opposite. Okay, look. And he looks at his mom, and his mom just is like glaring daggers at him. He goes, I'm not allowed to play in the woods, but I was in the woods. Sorry, Mom. And it was there. It was staring at me, and it wasn't breathing fire or howling, but it was staring at me, and it was creepy, and I got scared, and I ran away. Okay, it was in the
What
woods.
was staring at you?
The skull. It was on a branch, and I was fighting orcs, man. I was fighting orcs, and it was just looking at me, and I got really scared, and I ran, and I tripped, and I ripped my pants, and I blamed the dog, and it was me. I'm sorry.
I look at the
So
embers.
it didn't breathe fire.
No, keep up. It didn't breathe fire. It was just sitting on the tree, and it scared the hell out of me. And as I went to run away,
As he says, keep up, I'm going to straighten my shoulders back. Excuse me, son.
he looks at you and he goes, "Oh no, you're an elf."
I'm just playing with my axe over at the corner.
Threatening a child?
No, I'm not
He's not
threatening him.
threatening him. He's
I'm
just
just playing with it.
The mom
He likes
looks
his
at him and
axe.
just goes, "Okay, so."
I'm not.
It seems like a
threatening.
nervous tick. I'm just playing with it. Just kind of.
The mom looks at Seal and goes, "So you went into the woods, and you did what you weren't supposed to do, and you saw one of these skull things. It's okay. I'm mad, but I mean you're okay. So tell the nice people where you saw this. It was to the north. It was out the north walls, heading up into the hills.
How far out?
I can show you. No, you're not showing them. I don't
Give us
know.
a landmark, son.
There's a really big rock covered in moss that looks like a face.
That doesn't help us.
But it's,
Sure, it does. That's a very distinctive description of a rock.
yeah,
Name
I
the
mean,
rock.
I don't know, Rocky
Name the
McRock
rock.
face? It's a
Okay,
rock
so-
covered in moss.
Mr. Sir, I have literacy, so I can write. I would assume I can draw basic pictures.
Sure.
Is there a chance that I can get like a piece of parchment or something I'll start making basically a super, super basic map of the city and just start putting X's where these spottings have happened.
Do you carry parchment?
I do not, but
This
I would
family
assume
does
we're-
not have parchment.
I have.
Okay, but does the mayor? Okay.
I was going to say
Lothar has
the guards.
parchment.
The guards or the mayor would. You could get parchment at some point.
However, I don't use parchment. I look around the room. Is there like a rock or something?
not like a
stone.
loose rock within the home. No, it is a home.
I would like to have some of your parchment, though.
No.
He doesn't use parchment.
Okay, parchment. That's fine.
Give me a piece of your
You
parchment.
can have a piece of my parchment. I pull out my
Thank you.
arcane paraphernalia. I unfold it. And I go, parchment. Killing trees. Fine.
All the trees should be killed.
They probably made it out of hemp back then. It's fine.
They probably did.
So Therion, as you quickly sketch out the town, you mark that
Did
there
you
was
say kill all the trees?
Yes.
he did.
Moving on.
As you mark out the town,
Jesus.
you mark a symbol for the attack that happened to Arietta in town. And
Elves
as
live
you
in the trees.
do you show this map to the child?
Yeah, I mean, if I can make a general map, and I shot the one here outside of town. Team shot the one here. He's telling us there's one north of town. I'm gonna just start making a little plot.
As you kind of plot out the town, if you like sketch out a rough symbol of the wall, basically.
Mm-hmm.
He takes a finger and goes, "There," and he points basically directly north of the center of town. Looks to be
Okay.
best guess on a hand-drawn parchment map that you have absolutely no idea of scale or distance. Could be 30 minutes away. Could be 3 hours away. Hard to tell.
Okay. If I get the sense that we're not getting much else out of this kid, he saw it the one time, this is all he saw, and that was it, never saw it again, I would start suggesting we go to the next witness.
Okay. The next witness would be, well, you have three options. You have Sigismund Halsbert, you have Nude Gruppenfreuder, or you
Nude
have...
sounds fun.
Elves with it.
Sure.
Dude, sounds like it's in here for a good time.
Parzival takes you guys to the Coleman farm here in town, and they find Nude, and he doesn't live there, but he lives right next door. And Parzival introduces you all again and says, these individuals have some questions for you. Nude it's Knud, by the way.
Thank you. I was going to ask you to spell it.
I don't want to call him Knud, but Nude. When you go to talk to him, he is holding a slightly dented, rusted shovel as he answers his door, and he just goes, "Hello." And Parzival basically kind of has warned you on the way over that he's kind of an idiot. He shares with you all that he had been working with Sigismund Halsbrett, and they were out working in the fields when they saw the skull, and he had been hoping to hit it with his shovel. Specifically, Therion, if you show him your map of Pritzstock, he kind of marks out that it was, again, slightly north and a little west of town.
So when we came to town from the east, correct?
You came from the east. You were moving west, yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm all right.
So you've seen north, northwest, and east where
We're seeing a big circle.
Well, so far you've seen one in the center of town. You now have two people saying they saw things north of town, one a little northwest, one due north, and then you guys saw the skull two skulls east of town.
And what did this skull look like to you? Does he give me the same description?
Same idea. Human skull
Same
sitting
thing.
in a tree. He went to try to swing his shovel at it, and as he approached it, it flew away.
Did he even manage to hit it?
No.
Shame.
What did you dent your shovel? Seems like a difficult thing to dent.
Hitting rocks.
Why would you hit the rocks? Why wouldn't you pick them up with the shovel?
Made me mad. And he holds
You're
the
mad
shovel.
at the rocks, and
He
I
turned-
look at Lothar.
He turns it around, and the
They are
blade,
quite stubborn.
the blade of the shovel is dented as well. And he goes, dented my shovel. So I hit it. Then it dented my shovel again. So I threw it in the lake.
Oh yes, quite prudent. Yes, now everything is clear to me. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Reasonable response to the rock.
Yeah. All right. Good night. Shuts the door.
Fair enough. I'm good.
I
with that,
look at
guys.
Therion and I go, I like it.
Well, he doesn't
like
seem
a
to like
lot
your
of weird
rocks
things.
very much, Lothar. He was hitting your
Yeah.
friends, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe
let's
we
not
should
get
talk
it
to those
twisted.
rocks.
The rocks don't befriend people. What are you, crazy?
Yes, I am the crazy one, Lothar. So,
I'm glad we established that.
Gentlemen, what would you like to do next? You know for a fact that Isolde has somebody to talk to. You could talk to her. And then there's also, last but not least, you have the lead for...
I say we talk to all the witnesses first.
I said
yeah.
we need way more information. We have
Just keep-
nothing.
I
right
mean,
now.
do you want to go... So, I guess, do you want to talk to Sigismund Halsbrett, he was with Knud Gropen Froter?
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Let's do
guess.
it.
Maybe he's not as dumb.
Sure. So Sigismund worked at the Reuter household, and as you guys are kind of head that way, Parzival takes you there. And they mention that he basically slept in their hayloft. You reach the hayloft, you call for him, no answer. You call for him, no answer. As you climb into the hayloft to go look for him, the space where he very obviously lived is a bedroll that has been made, and there are no sign of his possessions anywhere.
Perfect.
And the loft has one ladder going up to it,
Yep.
or like a staircase or something.
It's a hayloft. It has a ladder that goes up to it and then shoots for the hay to come up.
I'm gonna go down
is-
to where you would exit that loft, and
Okay.
I'm going to start casting.
Okay.
Who is this man to the town? What does he do here?
He was a basic worker. Most people said he was lazy.
Is this out of character for him to just disappear?
Right before the busiest season of the time to get paid? Absolutely.
I would investigate a little bit. I don't see any signs on the walls of a struggle or marks, blood, nothing.
No marks,
Just-
no blood,
just
no
clean
signs of struggle
bedroll.
at all. Nothing. Lothar,
Okay.
what were you casting?
I got one success, which is enough for my one CV when I'm pulling out my Book of Asher and like reading.
Yep.
And I'm gonna kind of sit down by the dust that's maybe pooled on the floor or is floating around,
Okay.
and I'm going to ask it who passed through recently, who's moved through this area, impressions of size, speed, direction, that kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you get the dust kind of swirls a little bit, and you see through the winds the sight, like the signs or sights of a man's footprints having left earlier today.
Just before they start attacking people,
Was he in a hurry? Can you ask the dusk?
Yeah, I don't know that dust really understands what hurry means, Kaskin, but I could try.
Was he moving at a brisk pace?
They don't pace. Stones don't move. Dust is just a small stone.
Well, they would know if it's moving fastly and disturbing all of their friends.
Yeah.
We'll
Did their
find
friends
out.
start blowing in the air?
I try and ask it. And start coughing as I'm trying to find a word in dust for pace.
Just
Did it go like this?
Does it know how fast he was leaving, Brad?
No, it does not.
Didn't figure.
It just looks like footprints in the dust.
How far can I follow the footprints in the dust?
I would say with a petty spell like that, you get to the edge of the space that you were in, which would be the hayloft itself, and they end at the door leading out into town.
can we actually see the footprints?
He can.
Yeah.
Okay, he can.
I'm kind of getting an after image of it. The dust is kind of showing it to me.
I'm seeing this as like, think about the winds of magic, Eric, and like he's seeing the remnants of what he's doing to pull the winds together. He's
I
getting
just
like
want to know if this was actual footprints we were seeing, or if it was just some magical thing that he was seeing.
Does this guy have any?
to put it in Dwarven, it's chaos.
Does this guy have any
I'm not
friends
fucking
in town?
killing him.
What's that there in?
Friends? Does this guy have any friends, any family, anybody that would keep him here other than work?
No, Parzival says, he goes, Sigismund was one of the rare people who came here. He's not from here. So he quite honestly, with what's going on, maybe he just decided to
He
leave
just
town.
figured he wouldn't get paid. The harvest wouldn't happen. Could have just left.
Maybe that, or maybe he figured his life was worth more. I don't know.
So he's a coward. Got it.
Yeah, most people are, Master Dwarf.
Yes, most people are.
People, yes. Look at Kaskin. People, correct.
People. Shake my head.
Sorry, Lothar.
I walk up right next to you guys and I go, yes, people.
Not us.
Okay.
We are one with the earth.
Parzival looks to you all and he
Stones
goes,
and all.
it is getting late. Would you prefer to speak to Lady Isolde now or in the morning?
Yes, wake her.
Now, this is of the utmost importance, is it not?
I mean, I believe so, but I also recognize that it is getting late, so just wanted to check.
How late is it, actually, even?
Oh, we got here at like noon.
No, you got here at sunset.
Oh.
You crashed about, you left the
So it's like
mill this
7,
morning
got
and
it.
you crashed just after noon.
It couldn't be any later than 9, 10 o'clock right
Yeah,
now.
it's like
fine.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, she can stay up for a minute.
Yeah.
All right. You make your way over to the Guderian home, excuse me. And Isolde very quickly meets with you all and answers the door. She is a young 20-year-old, black hair, green eyes. Very obviously knows that she is pretty, and very obviously knows that people in the town like her because she is pretty. And she wears a small golden brooch around her neck. All three of you notice, without needing to roll, that when you guys arrive, Parzival kind of takes a little bit of a defensive posture near her, and she kind of gets a little closer to him as well. And yeah, she
Okay.
speaks to each of you and just goes, sorry. And Parzival goes, Isolde, just tell them of what happened. And so she ends up sharing with you all the story of how when she was out looking for the fruit and she was gathering fruits and foods, she saw a skull sitting on a branch looking at her. And when she did, it eventually took off, flying away into the woods, heading to the best she could tell, away from the sun.
Away from the sun. And can you point on the map where?
She motions on the map that she had been... She also, I'm sorry, I forgot this detail. She also mentions that the eyes were glowing dimly when it was looking at her.
What time of day
what
did
color?
you say she was out?
She was out in the morning.
Okay.
What
Eyes were
color
glowing
was
like
the
a
glow?
purplish color. And she points to Therion, if you show her your map, she points to a space and she says, Kaz, she's not exactly sure of where she was, but she left town and went into the woods to the north. And she puts her
To the
finger
north,
fairly
okay.
close to a couple of the other marks.
Is there any sort of crypt or memorial or cemetery or anything
Or
like that
necromancer?
nearby? Or a necromancer, yes.
Parzival kind of pauses.
Good
He goes,
call.
Just ask
Well,
the question.
Some people say that there were graves of dead warriors from an ancient battle that were disturbed as within the forest. Something from one of the last
You're
invasions
now
of
mentioning
chaos.
that? What?
Yeah, did I not ask you recently if anything had been exhumed? Or any graves disturbed? Or
You didn't ask me, no.
Where is this?
did I not?
No, you asked the mayor.
God, what an idiot. What mayor doesn't know?
Parzival looks at you and he goes, however, the mayor didn't. If the mayor told you no, he didn't lie. We haven't exhumed anything. And quite honestly, I think
Where
this
is
is just.
tomb?
There is no tomb. That's just it. This is a rumor that the people of the town are saying is that they think must be a mass grave somewhere, but there's no evidence of such a
I
thing.
see. Okay. Just
Probably
rumors
is then.
of these things.
Well,
Yeah,
if you really want to know the creative means by which people are saying, they say that these skulls are also a punishment from the gods for not making the proper sacrifice in regards to our harvests over the last few years. Like Tal is punishing us.
Proper
Have you not made the
sacrifices.
proper sacrifices?
What gods are you guys worshipping?
I worship Tal and Sigmar, my friend. Tal and Sigmar.
Human gods.
Sigmar takes sacrifices, doesn't he?
Some would say so. Some would
Which
not.
is burning at the
Animal
stake, maybe.
sacrifices and
I would hope not. But
what sacrifices are you supposed to be making?
you're asking the wrong person. I think this is just people being afraid and saying what they think it could be. We've never made sacrifices to any of the gods for a harvest. I've been here for 2 years.
2 years, yes, that is quite the long residency, isn't it?
Well, it's longer than others who've had this backwater. And he looks at Isolde and goes, no offense.
Is there anything else you remember, Isolde? Anything weird that you came across?
She kind of pauses. She goes, no, I mean, it was a standard day. Gathered some fruits and vegetables and some berries and was on my way back. And it just was there. It was weird. It didn't move until I started to move away. Like I was backing up when it flew away from me. It didn't attack me like it did to Arietta today.
This was the most recent sighting other than the ones we've seen, right?
About a week ago, yeah.
Which direction was it flying away?
I think it was flying away from the sun, but I was in the forest. I just can only go by what I saw.
And this is in the morning, so it would have been
west.
west.
To the best that I can tell, yes.
Okay,
So
I just want to make sure
all
Warhammer's
three of
east.
you,
Got two
West.
corroborations for northwest.
all three of you can also tell though, like she's saying this in a way that like she's not confident which way it flew. She's trying to give you guys what she can, but a scared woman in the woods.
Hey, it's better than nothing. That's all we
It's
do.
better than nothing.
Yeah, so the guy that's with us, I'm going to start kind of leaning into him about anything he knows. He's kind of like the captain of the guard or
Parzival's
something,
a sergeant.
basically?
Yeah, he oversees the town
Okay.
guard.
Oh, Parsi.
Good old
Have
Parsi.
your guards seen anything weird other than the skulls?
No, I mean we went out to where Isolde found them. We went to where Sigismund and Nude told us they saw them. We even went to where Seal told us. And good God, I wish you had been here the first time, because the first time he sent me to the south, which was so lovely. But we checked both the places he told us, and we can't find any corroborating evidence of this. Quite honestly, until I saw them flying today, I was really hoping this was just a case of either mass hysteria or something different. But to see one flying by you, to see one attacking Arietta, to know that Isolde saw them as well, it's just
So
too,
to
too
recap,
much.
none of our witnesses have anything for us to go on.
Other than
direction.
northwest. So in
Yeah.
the morning, let's go that direction.
We saw him from the east, so
You
it
were
was
heading
coming
west.
east. You were coming
Heading-
east. I'm sorry. You were coming from the east, going west. The first one flew past you, going along the path, so it would be going west. The second one flew above Lothar, going north.
Okay. We have a
Okay,
general
so-
direction which we're to head. And see if we stumble into anything.
northwest of town. All right.
Parzival looks at you and he goes, "You're welcome to bunk in the watch barracks tonight. I'll take you with me. Lady Isolde, good to see you as always."
And how many of your guard can you send with us?
Oh, we can spare a couple. We'll leave a few here in town, but I'll come with you along with 2 others.
All right.
We leaving tonight or in the morning?
In the morning. We are not going into the woods at night.
I look at my empty cup with no wine in it, and
I may have my aspirations, Master Dwarf, and you may have what I can only assume red crest. I've seen a few. A slayer of some kind, I'm sure.
I grunt at him.
You may have your doom, but please do not think that I am going to be rushing to mine.
you could have a glorious doom in the morning as well, Caskin.
As this is being said, you hear Isolde from the door go, Parzival, if you did rush off to your doom, it would make you significantly more attractive. And he just looks over his shoulder and goes, thank you, dear.
I straight up chuckled
Rude.
at that one.
Yeah. Caskin barks a little bit and laughs.
As the 4 of you, 3 of you plus Parzival, leave Lady Isolde's home and begin to make your way towards the small space that the watch kind of bunk. Most of the watch kind of live in a house, but there is a small space where some of them can bunk. All of you notice a strange individual, grubby, dirty, kind of sitting on the wall near one of the homes looking at you.
Question of 30.
Yeah.
We are in the same party as Lothar.
Correct.
Strange compared to...
Lothar. Strange compared to Lothar.
Okay.
Stranger even than Lothar.
Lothar
This
at least
individual
looks
is
somewhat put together.
wrapped up in a robe, and you see as he's like gnawing like a cow
Don't
on
like that.
cud. And
Is he doing anything interesting at all?
he's drooling a little bit, looking at all of you, and he goes, and Parzival looks at you all and goes,
It ain't got no gas in it.
that would be Vuder Lockhart, our village idiot, for lack of a better term. As he says this, Vuder grins.
Udar,
What is he saying?
would you do me a favor? Show me the most interesting thing in town, would you? Yes. Take me there, would you?
Lothar, what lures do you have again?
I have
I'm gonna take
Empire,
a shower.
Talabheim, High Society, and Literacy.
None of those will work. Kaskin, I would like for you, Sad, to give me a lore check against your subterranean lore, please.
How do I do that?
So what I want you to do is we're going to go through your skill. We're going to go specifically to a recall. And I believe it's a... What is recall? Isn't that...
Reason.
Yeah, reason
Yeah.
recall test, please.
Oh, okay. That's 1 success.
Okay. His actions are very strange. What's less strange and kind of catches your eye first and foremost is the fact that as he's talking, something is rolling around in his mouth, and it's a weird blackish greenish piece of stone. You recognize it. It's it's definitely warpstone or Wyrdstone.
I'm looking at the party quick and then going to how far away is he?
Like 10 feet.
I'm gonna walk over to him and say, spit that out now, or I'll make you spit it out.
Having studied
seen
magic,
Kaskin.
do I know what the fuck that is?
Give me a... Oh,
And specifically, I'm an elementalist. I'm focusing on rocks, wind,
yeah, but this is
Fire,
bad shit.
water. I know.
It's not really a...
The only reason, Kaz, so dwarves tend to know about warpstone because it tends to be found in tunnels. I will say, Lothar, give me a reason recall, but I'm going to give you a -1 die to your roll.
Oh, okay. So 2 die. I got a 1 and an 8. The 1 is a success.
Okay. You also have heard rumors of a strange greenish stone that is used by individuals who may or may not be practicing some of the darker sides of magic, or maybe used to amplify magic. You could recognize this as Wyrdstone or Warpstone as well. Yes.
Fascinating. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Kaz, as you say to spit it out, he looks at you and goes, and it's rolling around in his mouth.
I'm drawing my
Grab
axe
his
and like,
face.
pointing it at him as I'm walking. Drop that now, or I will make you drop it.
Parzival looks and goes, let's not kill the village idiot. He probably
It
doesn't
I'm
even
not
know
see
what you're
how-
planning
asking.
on killing him yet.
I walk up to him and I go, pardon me. And I'm like going to put my hands on either side of the mouth. I'm just going to reach in and grab that sucker.
As you go to reach in to grab that sucker, he bites hard.
Ooh.
I'm
I
punching
back
him in the
out.
face.
Kaz, hang on. Lothar, hang on. So you reach in to grab it. He bites hard.
He's going to bite
I'll
his own
punch him on the
cheeks.
left side. You punch
He
him on
will.
the right side.
All right. Well, I'm not going to get my finger all the way in there then.
I want you to give me a athletics test to just see how quickly you can pull your hand out. Because how would you know? You're reaching into his mouth, and as your fingers are in his mouth,
have my hand
Huh?
here. If he starts to bite, I'm going to feel it.
That's why you get to do an agility athletics test to pull your hand out of there.
All right. Fine.
Stick your fingers in the crazy man's mouth.
That's what
I
I'm
love it.
saying, right?
What am I doing? Athletics?
You're doing an athletics test, yes.
That is a 8, a 4, and a 1. The 1 passes.
Okay. All right. So your 1 success is worse than his 2 successes. So he will successfully bite you to the tune of 1 wound. Let's talk about the fun of the wounds table when your hand just got bit. I don't know how this is gonna work. We're gonna find out.
Yikes.
feel like
We're gonna.
this is
I'm just
overkill.
gonna immediately rule this as a superficial injury, 1 to 3. Let me just check.
Does he wound himself too?
Oh yeah, he bites through his cheeks and blood is pouring around his mouth as he does this. Actually, I rolled a
weirdo.
3 anyway. So the shallow cut or nasty bruise is a lucky escape, all things considered. You suffer no consequences besides the usual penalties for untreated wounds. He's bit down on your fingers as you're pulling him out of there. His teeth like take a little scrape of skin with him as they go. Kaz,
So what is it called?
it's superficial injury.
It's basically a non-injury.
It's a non-injury. It's just an untreated wound that you'll have to deal with down the road.
So once you sleep,
Like a
it goes
scrape.
away.
Yep.
Okay.
Kaz, you are making an attack against him, so give me a
I
melee
have decided
check.
I'm not doing a punch. I'm actually doing the back of my axe, just hitting him right in the face.
Okay. Hit him in the
Love
face with
it.
the back of the axe.
All right.
That's a reasonable response to him biting your friend.
Well, that's convenient. That's 4-4, and with my third one, because it's with Gerd axe,
Oh, he just killed him.
that's a +3.
Damn.
If he didn't hit him, I was going to hit him with my staff. So
+3 beats the
He's
+1,
getting
and
hit one
given
way
the
or
Slayer
another.
trait, that it's an auto wound. So, that's
Quick question, because I'm keeping track of it. Would that
Yeah.
have wounded him anyways?
2 wounds.
Well,
Resilience is 1, so yeah.
okay. What have we? Because also it's with technically great axe. I don't know if it's with the butt of the axe, if it's the same strength +3.
Kaz, I'm going to ask you this real quick. Do you want this to be non-lethal?
Yeah, that's why I'm doing the butt of the axe.
Okay, I needed
But
to
I'm
ask
not
because
going
he's a
for
minion.
Because it can be lethal if you want it.
non-lethal, but not gentle either.
Yes, I am towing
You-
the line very,
You
very
smash
closely.
the hell out of him. His jaw basically breaks, and the stone falls out of his mouth. I mean, he's a minion. He could have 1 wound would have killed him. So I'm going to say his jaw is broken.
How jawbreakers were invented in Warhammer.
As the stone falls away,
That's
he
right.
like is falling backwards. His eye is getting wide as he's very obviously concussed, and he's reaching for the stone like.
I'm kicking him and like pushing him away. Wait from it and like do not touch that.
I examine the warpstone.
If he goes to touch it, I'm going to like smack his hand away with the axe.
I'm not that stupid, but I am gonna be curious about it. for
Parzival
sure.
looks at each of you and goes,
I'll step in between the crazy guy and you examining it,
"Okay."
just in case.
The crazy guy is like, and like crawling on the ground trying to get to it. Parzival looks to you, Kaz, and he goes, you want to explain why you just assaulted our village idiot?
That is an agent of chaos and corrupting influence.
Vudar is an agent of chaos.
No, I'm pointing to the rock at the stone.
Oh. It's a rock.
It is the rock of taint and corruption. This thing is unclean.
I don't know much about Warpstone as my character, but is this thing's glowing?
No, it's just like a greenish color. It's not actively glowing.
Okay.
Parzival looks at you and he goes, I'm not going to lie, Master Dwarf. I'm not exactly sure how a rock is a corrupting influence, but I also don't want to be on the other side of that axe.
Believe me, I've had enough experience with it. This is not something to be trifled with.
I examine it. I don't know if you want me to do anything magical to see anything about it, but if I don't see anything from mundane examination, I'm going to ask the ground around it to tell me what it thinks about this rock.
Mundane examination does not require a roll. It is a blackish, greenish rock. There's nothing visibly there unless you decide you want to do some kind of a test, whether that be if you want to try to roll. Are you like Kaz isn't letting you pick it up, so are you just staring at it?
I'll prod around with it with my arcane paraphernalia just to kind of examine it.
Okay.
I'll give it a little tap with a hammer and give it a little pick up with the tongs and look at it.
It looks like a greenish, blackish stone that when you hit it with a hammer has a slightly almost hollow ring to it.
All right, I start casting.
Okay.
Yeah.
It ain't going to be I start blasting. It's going to be I start casting.
Yeah, but my worry is he's starting to cast around Warpstone.
He doesn't know that, though.
He doesn't.
Nope.
There's one success and one miscast pool.
Okay.
I'm basically putting it to the ground while it's in the tongs, and I'm going to kind of ask the ground, well, this is kind of a weird cousin of yours. What do you think of this guy? Is this guy with you?
It's no cousin
What
of
is
the
this?
ground.
So you place it on the ground and you ask the ground. So the impromptu, impromptu magic is you're trying to get the ground to kind of show you something about it.
Or tell me if it belongs with it, or tell me something.
Okay. As
I'm gonna
you
put my ear down to the dirt.
As you put your ear down to the dirt and you kind of hold this stone towards the dirt doesn't move. There's no visual sign of any kind. But as you put your ear to the dirt, you hear a cracking sound. Which makes no sense because your ear's on dirt. Interpret that as you will.
I will take that under advisement. Thank you, dirt.
What'd you do playing Warhammer? Talk to the dirt?
What's the idiot doing now? Just still trying to scramble?
To crawl. Like he's trying to crawl beyond you to get to this stone.
Yeah, I guess I just keep impeding his progress.
I would like to inspect the guy and just look in his mouth to see if there's any sign of the warpstone affecting his mouth and or.
Okay. So you reach down with a hand and you grab his mouth and he just and
I'm not being gentle at this. With he has a broken jaw, it's going to probably hurt.
Yeah,
and I'm going to.
Bloody drool is running down his chin and Parcel's going, all right, hang on now. Be at least somewhat kind. If what he was chewing on is a corrupting influence, maybe he's the problem, but we don't have to abuse him and we can lock him up and I would say we could question him, but that's about the most you'll ever get out of him.
You must not know Kazkin very well. This is him being gentle.
I am showing plenty of restraint now as I'm manhandling his face.
You're manhandling him and he's moaning in pain and just bloody drool is coming out. You can't really see anything. His mouth is full of blood because he bit through both of his own cheeks.
I'm going to... Damn it, do I have that wine bottle in me?
You probably would, unless you drank it all.
I would not have drank it because it's wine.
Okay.
So I would pour a little bit on just to clear it, try to get it out of his face.
Sure.
And just see if I can see anything better.
As you start pouring the wine in his mouth, he's thrashing because it's very obvious he doesn't want it. And so wine is now pouring all over his face in addition to the bloody drool. You get his mouth clear enough to kind of see that the tissue of his mouth is weird looking, but it doesn't look corrupt. There's no eyeballs or teeth or tentacles or tongues.
But there's no sign of rot or decay or anything in there.
I mean, he's got multiple decayed teeth and some of the flesh is gingivitis looking, but beyond that, no.
Okay, but not visible
There's no visible mutation.
Okay. Say, how long have you had this stone?
Parzival looks to you, Therion, and he goes, he lives where he lives. People have taken pity on him and feed him, but he tends to sleep wherever he can. Sometimes he runs off into the woods.
Where did you find this?
Can you show us where you found this?
He looks like he's got no understanding of what you're even asking him.
Where does he run off into the woods?
I've seen him go south, west, north. He's an idiot, but he's our idiot.
I drop him.
You drop him and he starts trying to crawl back towards the stone.
You're not getting this back.
What are you doing with it?
I'm going to...
Cure.
What are you taking? What?
The
I'm trying
stone.
to decide what I do with
the
this.
stone.
I still have the stone.
What are you doing with it?
Holding in my tongs and looking to Kaskin.
We need to get rid of it. Destroy it.
But I would like to study it.
You, especially, wizard, should not study it.
Even chaos obeys its own equations. We simply lack the patience to see it.
It sounds
Say
like
what
the
now?
start of a very horrible set of decisions.
Yes.
What? No. My whole life has been wonderful decisions that everyone thinks are crazy. It'll
Guys,
be
can
fine.
fill me in. What is this rock? I'm just taking your word for it that this man shouldn't have it.
It is the thing that gives and amplifies chaotic magic. It is an abomination to this world, a blight on this earth.
Amplifies magic, you say?
Lothar,
Not your kind of magic.
stop.
The chaotic kind.
We'll just put it in a box and I'll take it back to the college.
Listen, Boromir, put the damn thing down. Okay.
But if I just put it down, someone else will pick it up who is less informed.
Put it in the box and I will carry it.
Okay, Frodo.
Is it because he's short?
Do we
It's 'cause
have a
he's short,
box?
Sure,
Does
you
anybody
can
have
you
one?
can procure
It
a small
sure
box.
isn't because he's passive.
All right, fine. But I want dibs on first examinations. When we
You'll be
find
lucky if you make it unscathed.
Jeez, Kaz.
You say luck, I say patterns.
We appreciate you, Lothar. But this is not something we should meddle with.
This is my area of expertise. What do you know?
You didn't
Yes,
even
I
know what it was.
He has no idea
Lothar.
what I've done.
You didn't even know what it was. It's not your area of expertise.
He just laughs.
Fair enough.
Parsifal at this point has Vudar, and he's just like, I'm gonna take him to get a bit of water and get cleaned up. And he points at a small house down the way. He goes, "That's the guard barracks. You may, like I said, it's a bunkhouse. There's a few extra beds. Feel free."
Yeah,
He
we
takes-
should probably go take a nap.
Takes Vudar. The three of you make your way to the guard barracks. Very easy to find a place to rest. You find small, sparse beds scattered throughout. It's a communal space. Think of like a summer camp where or even military training, anything like that, where you just see that bunkhouse with like 10 beds. Not quite that big, but same idea.
Is
You're
the
all-
bunkhouse made of stone of any kind?
No, it's made of wood.
Is
Why?
there stone on the floor?
There'd be a little bit of stone around the edge of the foundation. Yeah.
I'm going to examine it before I go to bed. I'm going to see if I can find any place that I could potentially try to hide this so no one else, especially Lothar or anyone else, might be able to find this while I sleep.
So you're, to make sure I follow, are you trying to like basically take a stone out of the foundation and put this box in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Find a space that I can like give me one, hide it behind that, put it back without it looking like I visibly did that.
Could hide it where I cannot find it.
All right, Kaz, with your lures,
I'm doing this without Lothar knowing I'm doing this.
You're doing this without you thinking, Lothar knows you're doing this.
Smeagol
I will
over here
fight you.
now.
all right, here's what I want. Kaz, you're trying not to get noticed. While doing so, yes, you can find a stone where you could hide it.
I'm just telling him I'm going to go piss.
That's fine.
With your whole bag? That's very strange.
How's it? I have nothing on me. Like,
With that box in your pants?
Yes.
Very strange.
I'm not letting this out of my sight.
Your fascination with his box.
That said, you are still going to give me a stealth check, Kaz, because you're trying to hide an object. Oh my god, my cheeks hurt right now between the three of you.
Do I
Good
get any
God.
help than the fact
great.
that I'm very familiar with stone?
Yes, you're going to get +1 die because of your lures.
I believe it's
Alright.
pronounced stone.
Stone.
Come on.
Aye, lad. Lots of stone.
Oh, yes, that is 1 success.
Okay. You manage to find a piece of the foundation of the guard house where you can kind of pull a stone that has loose mortar away, tuck the box behind it, put the stone back, and almost kind of like put the chunks of mortar back in as well. Like imagine you're looking at a stone wall and it's got the mortar on the brick, but if you pull it out, the mortar falls out in the strips that you can smack back into place. That's what it looks like. It's not... It's good enough. Like, it's not good work for you, but it's good enough.
Yeah, it just needs to make do. I'm also going to, after I put it back, go to see if I can find another box. I don't know if we had this box with us or if I can find a replacement that can make it look like I'm still carrying the box.
So the box that you would have gotten
Or
would have been
Lothar.
given, you would have gotten like a small box given to you by parcel or by the guards.
Irony of this is he would have had an easier time hiding it with my help.
It's true.
I'm hiding it from you.
I don't know why.
I would say
You've
yeah.
made
You
comments.
could, Kaz, you could probably find another box. I'll say yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to sleep with that, acting like I'm super protective of it.
Okay.
Lothar's over here. We wants it. We needs it.
All right. Each of you rest. Lothar, you do have a wound. So let's talk about wounds really, really quick because healing is important. When you are wounded, you have a few different styles of healing, and it's based upon the severity of the wound. Healing itself there's 2 different levels. There's treatment to address symptoms, or there's the healing itself to cause a wound to fully heal. All non-permanent effects are ended when a wound is fully healed, and each wound specifies a duration that has to elapse before the wound is healed. Now, a superficial injury, which you have, falls under the catch your breath mentality, which is the least serious of concerns, and it basically stops being a concern once the immediate danger passes. What that means at that point is it just basically goes away. So you didn't even really have to rest. As soon as the combat was over, the catch your breath took effect.
Got it.
If it had been 1 step higher, which is a night's respite, that's where we are today, where at that point you would have been looking at needing an easy, maybe an early night with rest. And that's what it's called. It's moderate wounds. Now, rest and recovery is the 3rd tier. You didn't get there. I really hope none of you get there, but at the same time, I kind of would love for you to get there. And that's the deadliest wounds. They cannot be walked off. They require the character to hang up their boots and devote themselves entirely to physical rehabilitation. Usually only possible during a downtime endeavor when you undertake the rest and recovery endeavor. And if a wound requires surgery, you cannot even begin your recovery until after you get the surgery done. Hence why this is a West Marches campaign. So, you all get your rest. You awaken on the day. The sun is bright. The air is crisp. Clouds skitter across a blue, calm, peaceful sky. And screams ring out as the day begins.
Hell yes.
And you'll have to tune in next time to find out why. Woo! Thank you so
I bet
much
it's probably skulls attacking people.
It might be. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the Red River Chronicles, our West Marches campaign. Mission, I'm going to call it Mission 1, Episode 2.
Yes. Mission 1.
Yes. Lothar, you got anything to say to our neighbors from the north?
Yes. Always speak to stone as if it is softer than it really is.
You heard it here first. Thank you so much to the folks at Dark Forge for making our entire intro video. Thank you to Baron of Dice. Use the code DEADSONS to get 5% off your entire order at checkout. Thank you to everyone who supports us over on Patreon and lets us make... This might take the cake in terms of ridiculous content. And last but not least, thank you to all of you for listening. If you like what you heard, hit like and subscribe here on YouTube, Spotify, wherever
Just
you may
wait.
be. I can't. Oh, good God. And no matter what, go to deadsonsco.com, our website, to get access to our Discord and everything we've ever done in the past, present, and future. Until next time, we are Dead Sons. This is Red River Chronicles. We'll see you soon.
Brad's handed out challenges for ridiculousness.